Football Manager 21 is just a couple of months away and we're very excited for it. FM20 was an excellent entry to the series and we're hoping FM21 is even better. The first thing that you need to do before you start a new game is pick who you want to manage. So here are 5 teams that we think you should start your save with on FM21. Leeds United. Oh, Leeds. It might be rough replacing Bielsa and his little bucket, but getting the chance to manage them in the Premier League again is going to be a real treat. With Calvin Phillips running the midfield, big name signings like Rodrigo, Helder Costa and Diego Llorente, Leeds have a very exciting team. On FM20 they did have a bit of a shoestring budget, but with the promotion riches, you should have a bit more money to play around with this time. Finishing in the top half of the table would be an excellent achievement, especially if you're trying to replicate Bielsa's tactics, which never normally work that well for me on FM. Atalanta. Most of my time on FM20 was spent leading Atalanta to glory. While they've lost Timothy Castagna to Leicester City, they still have Zapata, Muriel, Ilicic, Gomez, Palisic, Hateboer, Gossens and Martin de Roon. The challenge here is to topple Juventus' monopoly on the league and see if you can reach the semi-finals of the Champions League. With a good budget, some additions out wide and in defence, you could easily be a dominant force. They're perfect to line up in a 3-5-2, or you can copy my unbeaten 4-2-3-1 Genghis pressing tactics that just destroyed everybody. Harlequin Town. When you take this job, you're actually going to be replacing the chairman's son, so good luck with that. If you fancy a serious challenge on pretty much no budget, but you want to make Harrogate famous for something other than having a pretty lovely tea room, then this one's for you. Incredibly, you do have John Stead available to bang in some goals for you, and Warren Burrell is a pretty decent midfielder in the lower league, so you've got him to boss the midfield. It'll take you a long time to get to the Premier League and the Champions League, but it will be well worth it. Managing lower teams is always a bit of a pain, but if you're up for the challenge, definitely go for it. Monza. Silvio Berlusconi's new team, so it's Bunga Bunga time. Back in Serie B for the first time in 19 years, our Silvio has already splashed the cash, spending £13 million this summer. You'll start with 2 very good strikers, and I'm going to butcher his name here, Christian Jagetjar and Mirko Maric. Both of them were very good on FM20 for a lower team, but definitely a good signing. You also got a cracking left back who, again, was very good on FM20 in Carlos Augusto. Plus, you've got a very ageing Gabriel Paletta at the back to shore things up a little bit. You're probably going to get quite a bit of money to spend, and the loan system will always be your best friend, especially since Juve and Co have some cracking youth players you can borrow for a season. Get promotion in your first season, and then bunga bunga till your heart's content, just doing whatever Silvio wants you to do. And finally, Deportivo La Coruna. What has happened to Super Depor? Long gone are the days of Juan Carlos Valerón, Roy Mackay and Diego Tristan. Now they're in the 3rd tier of Spanish football and barely have a team. You do have Diego Roland, who incredibly hasn't played for Depor despite joining in 2018, and Celso Borges, who can boss the midfield, though you might be better off selling both of these to raise some funds so you can flesh out the rest of the squad. Oddly, they did have a good budget on FM20, but relegation will probably have deleted some of those funds, so you're going to have to bring in youth players and sign whatever free transfers you can get. Maybe you can borrow John Stead from Harrogate Town. Who will you be managing in FM21? Let us know in the comments below. Be sure to like and share this video. If you want to see more great content, maybe consider hitting that subscribe button as well. I've been Graham from Planet Football, and we'll see you next time for another video.